Hello, viewers. This is Family Issues again with Dr. Angela. I am excited to be here. I know you are. I know you are. But before I continue, please keep subscribing, keep telling people, share the channel, share the link, like it, talk to people about it because Family Issues is basically a healing channel. It's for healing of homes, healing of our marriages, the mental health healing, physical healing, spiritual healing. That is basically what issues is about. Today's program is going to be special, very special. First and foremost, today is my marriage anniversary, and today I am 31 years as a wife, to the glory of God. But today is not about me, it's not about my husband. Today is about this special couple, very dear to my heart, very, very dear to my heart. My brother, my sister, they have graciously accepted to come online to share their experiences, to share their joys, to share their, if they don't have joys, when they will tell us. If they don't have any negative stories, they will tell us. But like I always tell you, my viewers, this channel, when there is any interview, it's a no holds bar interview. Just come out and say the way it is. Punch it. Tell us the way it is, because there are so many people out there who want to learn. So many people out there who might be feeling that life is not fair to them. It's not fair to their families. But this couple, as I invite them, they're going to share with us everything, the total package as it is. And so I'm going to join me in welcoming Mr. and Mrs. Bolaji Veronica Adedoyin.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Thank you so much. I am excited, very excited. I want to welcome you again. I am honored that you accepted graciously to come share your experience with us, your life's journey, marital journey. How did you meet? You know, all the whole tantalizing stories. I like gist a lot. I want to begin by asking the husband. Well, between the two of you have to agree. I want you to introduce yourselves. So who would go first?
Let us go first. She will go
Okay,
first.
thank you very much. Ladies first.
Lady first.
That's a perfect gentleman. Yes. My sister, can you tell us?
My name is Mrs. Veronica Optekwen Adedoyin.
Tell us
I'm
a
an
little about
accountant
yourself.
and a beauty therapist.
Okay. Thank you. My brother.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Adedoyin John Bolaji. I'm an AML FCT analyst.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You told me behind the scene that your marriage is 14 years today. And I put my hand on my head. 14 years. 14 long years and still going. Now I'm coming to the man, Mr. Bolaji. Can you please share with us how you met this beautiful damsel? How did you give us a brief story of how you met her, what attracted you to her, what was the attraction, what was the staying factor, how you met her? Can you share with us, please?
Yeah, thank you so much. We actually met, will I say, on like a funny note. Because long before I met her, I was in Nnewi, Anambra State. That was where I met her, working with Oceanic Bank, and somebody just brought her to me, and I was like, "Who is this smallish fine girl?" I was seated, and I was trying to engage her in a conversation, but she was kind of, trying to prove these things.
No.
That was
Okay.
the first time I saw her. And subsequently, she was with Zenith Bank then. Because of my work with Oceanic, I was the cash officer. So most times I handle cash for my branch whenever my branch needs cash. So I had a cordial relationship with the cash officer there. So anytime I go there, I see her, either she's running upstairs or she's running downstairs. But what attracted me was actually her smile. All the apart from the first day that I met her, every other time that I saw her during that period, she was always smiling. So one day I just asked her for her number. That this girl that I'm beginning to see often, can I have your number? And that was where it started from just gist, how are you? I was acting like a big brother, taking care of her. And 14 years after, we're still taking care of each other.
Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to add, my sister? Can I call you Veronica, or what would you want me to call you? Veronica or okay. So can you also add whatever? Women, we have a lot of details. We remember more. Yeah, we remember more details than the men. So is there any other thing you want to add?
Oh, let me start from the very beginning.
Yes, thank
I
you.
remember when I wanted to go for service, I wanted to relocate to work my service to Lagos. But my father said, anywhere they post you to go. So on getting to my university then in Ekoma, Ambosali University, and I saw my name under Anambra. I was like, I quickly called my father and told him that, Daddy, they sent me to Anambra. He said, my friend, go there and bring an Igbo man home. So we laughed over it. So on getting to Benin, from Benin, I left to Warri. On getting to Warri, my sister was heading to Ota, to Canaan land for Shiloh that year, 2008. And she gave me a prayer card that I should fill. And I wrote, I want to marry a rich, handsome husband. She said, I'm not even asking for husband, I'm asking for rich and handsome. I said, yes, that is what I want. I gave it to her and I left. And she went to Canaan land, and like 2 days after, I went to Anambra. So on getting to, before I left, my in-law, Mr. Richmond Oluayeni, gave me the do's and don'ts. He said, don't marry, don't date anybody in your office. So many do's and don'ts. So afterwards, when I went for service, I was posted to Zenith Bank. So on getting to the branch, I was asked to seek for deposit. They asked me, which department would you like to be? I said marketing, because I just didn't want to stay inside. The branch was very cold. And I was like, no, I don't want to stay inside and be in front of computer. I want to meet people. I like interacting with people. So they were very happy to give me a marketing course. And I enjoyed going for marketing. Prior to that time, they gave me some forms and said, you can invite anybody you want to, as in open deposits for anybody that wants to open. So I reached out to my in-law in Warri, and he sent me deposit to my account. And he told me that I'm giving so many people check. Oh, make sure you go, and he gave me an Oceanic Bank check. And he said, make sure you go and cash this deposit. So I was dilly-dally wasting time. I took like a week. But the very day he called, he said the money will soon finish, so I should go and cash it out. And that day, unfortunately for me, I was having running stomach. So on getting to the branch, his branch then of Navy branch of Oceanic Bank, I just can't through. I saw a guy I met in Ekoma those days. He was my set mate. Then I met him. I was like, these are the only two friend guys in this branch. So I was just talking to myself. And later, I was dressed in my suit, and one of the chief security officers came to meet me and said, "Are you a banker?" I said, "Yes." He now said I should come and meet his colleague. So that's how I went to meet him. He was their then cash officer.
Yeah.
So he was asking me who wants the check. I'm like, this is my in-laws check, oh, and everything. But he was delaying me. 20 minutes, he was still checking the internet and checking his checking his lap and his tabletop then. I'm like, why are you wasting time? That we don't waste time in my bank like this. Oh. But you are not being professional. So he, in his mind, he was looking at me like, who is this girl that I'm trying to help and is giving me attitude? So he wasted my time more. It took like 20 minutes, and he now was able to cash out my pay in my check and give me the cash. So that's how I left. I didn't give him my number. So some days later, I saw him coming out of my cash officer's office. That day I was very happy. I just got some millions as deposit from a client, from a customer. So he now told me that I mistake your number that you gave me. Oh. Can you give me the number I gave? In my mind, I was like, which number? I didn't give me any number. But because I was in a happy mood, I gave
He
him.
was copying you.
It was even saying to me, just give me my number. And after that time, he will call me morning, afternoon, night. Was my phone will be hot. It will still be talking. So that's
So
how it
that was his way of toasting you. Let us use that word. My brother, you are a sharpshooter those days. Thank you so much, viewers. I hope you are listening. It's always fun. The beginning of everything is always fun, particularly beginning of friendship, beginning of marriage is always fun. If you look at Mark chapter 10, verse 7, he said, "For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let not man put asunder." That's what scripture says. And that's what they have done. They have stayed together for 14 years. You heard what the man said. Mr. Bolaji said, "I've been taking care. Then I'm still taking care till now." That is what scripture says. So he's just applying scripture to his marriage. Thank you very much. Mr. Bolaji has said what attracted him to her, what attracted her to him was this smallish girl that was always smiling. So it's a virtue. Now, Vero, can you just one word? Can you just tell us what attracted you? What was the magnet? He says you were always smiling. What was it about him? You said he was the second fine boy in the place, the branch. What other thing? Because fine boy alone cannot sustain any home. What other traits attracted him to you?
Okay. Tell me, I like fine guys.
Okay, so he passed in that one. Okay.
Yes. And also I saw that he was a focused person. He's someone that if he wants something, he will go. He was a go-getter. He will go for it.
So he had focus.
Yeah.
Okay. So the man says, viewers, you are hearing. For those of you who are young, who are single, who are still searching, the man says she was always smiling. So that means you might have problems, you might have situations, you might have issues, but you are not, it is not mandatory that you place it on your face. So it doesn't have to be on your face that things are not going too well. I mean, that's life. You keep going, you keep moving. And the wife has said that apart from the fact that she likes beauty, don't forget at the beginning she said she's a beauty therapist. The fact that she likes beauty, but what actually sustained that interest is a man that has a focused mindset. A focused mindset. Let's be particular about the kind of traits we see in people as we journey on. Focus. Focus is very, very important as in our lives. Now I want us to, it's a no holds bar. I like my sister Vero, I like your all that you have said. You have broken the coconuts. Let me say that. So I want you to say something else. Is there, apart from all this focus, is a fine boy, she smiles and all that, is there any turn off? Is there anything that turns you off? I'm asking this now for the husband. Is there anything that puts you off? As when you want to marry, at the beginning it's always very beautiful. Everything is sweet, is rosy, but as you come into, because marriage is a union, marriage is the only school that you get the certificate before you begin the journey. So now that you got the certificate and the journey started, were there traits or were there things you saw or you stumbled on after the union, the marriage ceremony, that that turned you off, or that made you to sit back and say, I didn't see this coming? Is there any trait you saw, anything? Yes, Mr. Bolaji?
Okay, me? Oh, a lot.
A lot. Yes, so say, go ahead, please.
The first I saw was a sharp mouth. The second I saw was her anger. I used to, and I keep telling, I said I used to have terrible anger issue before. And one day I just had to tell God that this is not what I want. That's one. Then two, I used to tell her again, I said, I was staying in a 2-bedroom before I met you. One day, I was just tired and I knelt down and I was crying. I told God, I said, I want a wife. And I wrote down what I wanted in a wife. I said, I want a mother for my children, a lioness in the bed, a wife. And I said, but the mistake I made was I didn't tell God that I want a wife that was gentle. That probably if I told God, God would have arranged you very well. Because her mouth, the first time we got married, there was a time we quarreled. And I had to sit and ask myself that, you sure say the thing wey they give me never begin to clear from my eyes. So she spoke and spoke for hours.
What did you do, Stella?
I can't even remember what happened, but I still remember that there was nothing she didn't say. But what I can say is, in all, I thank God. I can boldly say that in 14 years, I've not laid my hands on my wife. That's despite the sharp mouth and the anger that she has. I've never, and I will never. So the anger issue is actually the major one, because from the anger, it will lead to other things. Those are some of the things. Then, the issue of holding on to what I look as things that are petty. It's like you are carrying things over and over, like you are carrying small loads without dropping them. Those are things that gave me concern. And I keep telling, I say, see, I'm still begging God that, God, this load will you give me, You get some part of the load where you go come out. This anger and sharp mouth. I didn't bargain for it. So those are just uh my own, I won't say downside. Those are things.
Those are like the turn off.
Yes. Those are part of working with the package.
Yes, yes. So over to you, Vero. Was there any turn-offs? Because he has said the issue of anger, the issue of anger issue. You know, anger can be categorized in different forms. But before I go to Vero, I want to ask you, sir, this issue of anger, because you are still using the present tense, the issue of anger, has it dialed down a little? I mean, compared to the beginning, or is it getting fiercer? Is it getting hotter and hotter, or is it coming down? You know, they say with age, as you grow, as you come together in union, as you grow, there are so many things that you drop off. Is it reducing? Is it still the same level, or is it hyping up?
No, it has reduced, but it has not been eliminated.
Yeah,
It's still there, but it has reduced to a manageable stage.
God will perfect it. Yes, my sister Vero, is there any turn off? Briefly, can you tell us the turn offs you saw in him after the union, or from the beginning up till now?
Okay, for me, it's procrastination for him. Probably he needs to do something now, he will not do it on time. That is one of the major reasons why I can flare up or get angry.
Okay.
The issue of procrastination, and also him not keeping to his word. That one makes me crazy.
In what way? Can you tell us in what way? Because this man, viewers, is a man that I've known for a long time. They are not strangers to me. And so if you say he's not keeping to his word, is it that when he promises you a getaway, maybe vacation?
Yeah, most times he can promise you when he's in a happy mood, and at the end of the day, he will not fulfill it.
So it's
and me, I'm a very, if I cannot do something, I will not promise you I can do it.
Yeah. Some of us are like that.
I earn a spa, and some people will come. I want to do lipo. Somebody asked me for a lipo once. I was like, you need to go to a doctor.
Yes.
And lipo is not what you can come and do in a spa. You have to go to a medical facility to do it. Some will say they want pink lips overnight. And I'll tell them to their faces, I'm not one to beat about the bush. I'll tell you what are my strengths and what are
weaknesses,
and what I cannot do. And I'll advise you. Some will say they want to bleach their skin. I will tell them there are better ways to do toning your skin. That at the end, I'm more interested in your health, not just your beauty. That there are
not just the money.
Better ways that you can go about it without destroying your skin. So I'm like that. I'm that kind of person that will tell you to your face if you are doing something wrong. And if I'm not cool with something, I'm not one to go to bed. I don't know how to keep malice, and I'm not one to.
We shall come there. Thank you very much. Viewers, I hope you are still listening. I told you it's going to be a no holds bar interview, and this is just the beginning. I want to find out from both of you, how has the marital journey been like? How has it been? Do you have any regrets? Has it been how has it been like? How has the journey been like? You know, how have you been able to navigate issues as it comes? For example, let me be specific. For example, I'm talking to the husband now. For example, my sister Vero, she annoys you. She does something really, 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 I mean, that you will quote unquote bad. How are you able to navigate that time, that period of 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 provocation? How are you able to do that? How do you for the past 14 years, when you look back, how have you been able to, even though jokingly you said this is not the package, at times you say, when the anger comes, it's not the package. But apart from that, even in the midst of telling yourself, hey, this is not the package, oh, how have you been able to navigate it? I mean, keeping it real. How have you been able to do it?
And how do you able to cope?
How have you been able to navigate the package called Veronica Adedoyin? How have you been able to
Okay.
navigate
Oh,
this period, this package? How? When there are issues, I mean, when there are real issues, how have you been able to navigate it? What has been your method? Because I also want my viewers to learn, so that peradventure they have that kind of problem or something comes up, they know what to do. They can say, okay, I heard it somewhere in Family Issues channel when Dr. Angela interviewed a couple. This is what he said, and it's been working for him. I now want to try it. I believe it will work for me. Can you please share with us, please?
yeah. Thank you so much. It has been good, because I think there is no relationship that doesn't have one issue or the other.
Okay.
More so when you look at the mouth and the tongue, it's not possible that they will not have quarrel. Mouth and tongue will always quarrel, but they cannot do the way with the other. And I want to believe that in every relationship, once God is in it, issues may arise, but there will always be solution. So most times, I would say I'm the calmer type. I've been able to master my emotion to a great extent. So most times, like when she's angry or I say she has sharp mouth. When she's throwing it, I sometimes I just ignore. I will just look at her. That wetin dey do my wife? This thing wey you dey do like this, na small thing. We go cross am. Those are just the this thing. But for me, most times it's just is God. I believe once God is involved in it. And I've also looked at it as this is a journey of no end. It's not a journey of we are ending it. We are
It's a
sharing the
life.
garden here.
Okay.
So
That
that's
leads me to the next question. I want you to also answer it, please. Briefly. I want us to answer it briefly, sharp, sharp. Has there been any time in these 14 years that you are wanted to that it crossed your mind to say enough? I'm not
yes,
doing it again.
yes,
Yes. I like that. I
yes,
like that sincerity. Yes. So that means you said it has been God. So when that thought came, and it was God that you turned to God, it was God that helped you to say no. It has not gotten to that level where you
yeah.
talk about separation or that. Okay. Now, Vero, has there been any time in these 14 years that you looked at this man that was a fine man, was very fine and is still very fine and is a focused man, a man after your heart, a man that you say, I love you too. And you got looked at him and you were like, no, I beg. This one love. Let the log hang first. I'm not doing it again. Just say yes or a no. Was there any time that it came to your mind
For,
and you
for
were like,
me, no.
no? Hmm. Okay.
For him, yes.
Yeah, he said yes. Yeah, because the truth of the matter is that when a woman has a very sharp mouth, at times, and a man is a calmer type, it can be very frustrating. It can be very frustrating. Talking from experience, it can be very frustrating. Now let us look at the children. What is your mindset concerning raising up children? Are you on the part of let's pamper them? They are children. You don't know what they are doing. Let us give them what they want. Or are you on the part of putting your foot down and say, no, I want you to, are you the type that will say, no, if my parents did that to me, I will not be where I am today, we always, as parents, we normally like saying, no, my father didn't take it easy with me, my mom didn't take it easy with me, so I am going to follow the same pathway of how I was brought up. So I want you to share with our viewers, what is your, as a couple, what is your mindset concerning training your children? Any of you can answer, please.
No, go first now.
Okay,
for me, my mindset is you discipline them when they are not doing right, and you teach them. My own approach is carrot and stick method. If you misbehave, you collect. If you behave well, you get rewarded for it.
Okay. And it has been working for all these years.
Yes.
Good. Are you of the same mindset?
Yes, my own approach is because there's a lady on Facebook that I follow, more like an in-law, Wendy Ologe, and I was able to pick some points from her, which I actually adopt. My own approach is I always believe in giving people chance. One, I look at children, I know they are fragile, I know they are not strong. I still look at them as human beings that should be given chance. So I always try, I give you chance 1, 2, 3. And when I need to discipline them, I also try as much as possible to make them understand why they are being punished for what they did. I don't believe that because of any background that either children should be pampered or not. I am not a disciple of that. And I don't believe that children should be given everything that they want.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My viewers, we are approaching the end of this interview. We have learned some certain things now. Our brother Bolaji has said, what you ask from God, be mindful. When you are asking from God, the word of God says that it says, you are not asked, ask that you may receive, that your joy may be full. So when you ask, most couples, under the euphoria of I love you, they don't sit down and gather their thoughts together to ask. So ask God exactly what he wants. Name it, list it. I want a man like this. My sister said she wants a man that is handsome and rich. That was what she asked from God. Handsome and rich. She did not ask for the other things added to it. So she only followed Matthew 6:33 that says, what? That says we should give our lives to God and every other thing shall be added unto it. That's what it says. So that's what she did. She asked for handsome and rich, because she believes that if the man is handsome, it will be attractive to her face every day she sleeps and wakes up, and that if he's rich, then he will be able to pay her bills. The husband says she smiles. So a wife that is smiling for him is a wife that will bring life to the house. Viewers, you are not alone out there. Like I keep saying, homes are hurting. It does not mean that they don't have issues. You can see what they said. He said at times he will ask himself, where did I get this package from? When the anger comes up. So it was not bread and butter. It was not 14 years without pain. There were some pains, there were some negativity, there were some issues, there were quarrels. You can hear what the husband has said, that he even got to a stage, he was like, let this thing end. It happens in every home. So you are not alone. I just want to encourage every one of us. I want to encourage couples out there. I just want to tell you, you are not alone. It doesn't matter what you are going through right now, you are not alone. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Bolaji, Veronica Adedoyin. Thank you so much for honoring us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
It's
much.
my prayer that God will continue to expand you. God will continue to grant you cause to rejoice. God bless everything that pertains to you. Your children will go places. You yourselves will go. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know I've taken your time. I know you are supposed to be sleeping, but I am happy that you have honored us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Viewers, thank you. Thank you for being patient, for patiently listening to our couple for today, Mr. and Mrs. Bolaji Adedoyin. The husband is a banker. The wife is an ex-banker. She has a spa. She's a beauty therapist. She's all about beauty. She's Vaneni Spa. She's the spa that shakes Lokoja, Kogi State in Nigeria. Thank you. If you have cause to go through that region and you want to be massaged and to be taken care of, please go to her, Vaneni Spa. She's by the government house in Lokoja. Thank you so much. As we come to the end of this interview session, which I titled 14 Years and Still Going. We shall be coming again live on Sunday. This time around, we have someone who has graciously accepted to be interviewed. He's a single father, doing greatly, doing well. Not a single father by choice, single father by circumstance. He has great children and he has done well. He's coming to share with us how he was able to go about it, how he was able to navigate it. He's coming to share with us. Please stay tuned. Stay tuned. God bless you. As we sign off, I wish you the best in the remaining days of this week. And I hope that you keep trusting God for a better tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you. Good night. Bye-bye.